At 26 yards of offense on 11 plays. Michigan's got 155 yards of offense.
Got to throw that ball.
There's a negative play on that one.
Yeah, you got to get rid of that football.
Jaylen Harrell comes up with a sack.
Yeah, Quentin Johnson, number 28, comes from the secondary that time. That changes the play. You can dodge one guy, but you can't dodge them both. You just got to dump it. You're overloaded. Throw it. Throw it. See, that's the plays to keep it going, to keep your defense on the sideline.
Yep. 4 wideouts for Brumfield. Michigan's going to come with an extra rusher, and down goes Brumfield again, and it's the same guy.
Yep. One of those defensive ends.
Jaylen Harrell, his second sack of the series.
This time it's a stunt coming from the left side, inside, and almost 2 guys making the play. Coming off of Michael Barrett, the linebacker, actually coming in there and eating the running back.
Well, he's doing so far so good first 2 weeks, that's for sure. And the Rebels are just going to keep it on the ground here, pick up 3.
First handoff all night. Goes to Terrion Stewart. And no gain. Take that, Hummel.
Special placement.
Setting up the screen. That's intercepted. Chris Jenkins picked it off.
But he's nimble on his feet right here in the middle of your screen. He's thinking, wait a second. No free lunches for the defensive line. If you get through that clean, you say, hey, wait a second, I'm not that good.
And second down, that ball came out. That's live. And Michigan pounces on top of it. Michael Barrett has the ball in his hands. It's Michigan football.
That to me looks like a fumble, Corey.
It's a clean recovery by Michael Barrett. Let's bring in Steve Strimling, our rules analyst from Los Angeles. Right now, Steve, it's ruled a fumble. Will that stand?
Yeah, I believe this will stand. This is a good call. He pushes the ball forward. He doesn't have control.
Transfer from Minnesota. Safety, Cliff Dixon. Samuel Brown for maybe 1.
This is where it feels like the 80s and 90s, and Michigan crashes down on top of that speed option that was getting Nebraska about 17 yards a pop the last couple weeks.
I don't care who you play. You've given up 2 touchdowns all year.
Here comes pressure from the backside. Harrell couldn't get there, and it's nearly intercepted.
Oh, Harrell wanted this sack so bad right here. Once again, look at the wide 9. Look at that technique, how far outside he is, but then the speed and the explosion to close the cushion. The ball sails. And Sab's a little bit upset because he certainly wanted that takeaway, but no chance as it hit the ground.
Try to get off the field right here. 3rd and 10 of the 25 for Indiana. Sorsby in trouble. Sorsby, and he's sacked inside the 10. Jaylen Harrell getting home. And that's a loss of 13.
Back there, but watch these defensive ends. These defensive ends are going to loop inside, and then the tackles are going to loop outside, and then there's the extra rusher. That's Michael Barrett, who comes free in the face of Sorsby, and Indiana has to punt it away, and there's your 3-and-out that they talk about.
So on 4th and 3, Indiana going for it. Sorsby in trouble, lost the ball, picked up. Michigan has it. How about the big fella, Mason Gray?
3rd and 7. Card handles the snap, feels the rush, lost to the outside, incomplete.
Decided to heat him up, and they're going to get pressure from the edge. They bring inside pressure. 2 different starting tackles tonight. They've had injuries on the offensive line, and the new right tackle, Ben Farrell, had his hands full on that time and gave up the pressure.
Now Hudson Card will get his 3rd crack at this Michigan defense that has been so stout this year. Feels the pressure, lobs over the middle, it's intercepted. Will Johnson's got another. Johnson surveys and is caught up from behind.
Jaylen Harrell is the guy who causes this play. Watch number 32 come on an inside stunt, and he's going to get right into the chest of Hudson Card. Card can't follow through on the throw. The ball kind of flutters out. Nice stunt by the front 4. Arm can't follow through. And Will Johnson comes away with the fluttering pass. But he's got talent.
Handoff Maccabee on first down, and he's gobbled up at the line of scrimmage. Tracy on the handoff. No running room. Card feeling the pressure.
Happy feet.
Just has to get rid of it. Burks nearly made the catch, but it's incomplete.
And down at 9 of the 27, empty backfield for Aller. Aller looking over the middle and incomplete. They'll give it to him again. This time he's met at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Singleton pitches it back. Aller throws to the sideline and just gets it out of bounds.
And the flag is going to come out. He's definitely in the pocket. That had to go towards a wide receiver, and I don't think it did.
Intentional grounding. Offense, number 15.
So here, let's watch this for two reasons. One, he's inside of the pocket. He drops straight back after this little flea flicker. So as he goes straight back, this ball's got to be near a wide receiver. Cephas was way inside the numbers. He throws that 4 or 5 yards out of bounds, and Jaylen Harrell, loving the pressure he can produce on the quarterback, get beat deep.
Aller, he's got a great arm. Aller lobs it up and incomplete. Theo Johnson. Second and 8 at the 27. Tagovailoa in trouble and goes down again. This time it's Jaylen Harrell.
You get numbers right here on the blitz, and what does that do? That opens up the outside blitzer. So you get the tackle to come down because of the numbers. They do a great job there, and then there's Harrell, unblocked, free run at the quarterback, and Tagovailoa cannot get away from Jaylen Harrell. And how about the mix-up of the pressures from Michigan?
Marvin Harrison, the wide receiver at the top of your screen. McCord looks, fires, intercepted!
The pressure is from Jaylen Harrell. Here's the end, the outside linebacker. Watch him come inside, a little stunt like I've talked about all day. He gets home. McCord cannot get enough on that ball to Marvin Harrison Jr. You see his arm is hit as he lets go. And there's the interception. A play on a drive like that, either side will live forever. Corner, Iowa's best offensive player.
First down and 10 at the 20. And the Hawkeyes with Caleb Johnson running the ball. Hill in trouble and sacked. Jaylen Harrell, who was a hero last week against Ohio State when he put the pressure on Kyle McCord and forced him to throw an interception. Loss of 8.
Harrell does a great job here, just winning with speed on the outside over Mason Richmond. And he's able to get to Hill like he was trying to get after that ball, but he's done a great job, Jaylen Harrell, of really coming into his own here at the back end of his career. 6'4", 240 pounds.
And downhill.
Mentor always has some wrinkles. They've had a month to get ready for what Saban calls a Ravens-style defense. Of course, and it did work for John Harbaugh, Jim's older brother there. 2 runs. That would take a lot of pressure off this offensive line of the quarterback if they can grind it out. But here, Milroe looking to throw on first down. Has plenty of time. And fires along the far sideline, incomplete.
Things offense going fast can get the defense on its heels.
They do run with tempo. Johnson on the left end lowers his head. Big collision, paid the price. This does not feel like a neutral field game. It feels like a home game for whoever's on defense. Underneath Johnson, you trust your receiver against one of the best DBs in the country. Penix looks the other direction down the seam. It's intercepted by Samer still.
Look how tight this coverage is, and he decides to put it in. He does have a Dunze back here, and he never looked for him. Instead, he tries to squeeze it into coverage, even to the right flat.
Across the middle, off the fingertips.